But he could have been accused of that and not have done it. Yeah, that's a problem then, Anisa. How'd you know they all knew?
I'll fight DrDisRespect. I don't care. I'll break his little scrawny legs.
That is the story that we are supposed to believe and not question. Risen up little kids? You knew that they knew? Well, then you knew. So who's the bad guy here?
And we'll NDA this, no fucking problem, because it didn't happen. That is a possibility.
I mean, I guess.
Then at lower levels,
so incompetent at Twitter.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? They are unbelievably incompetent. They hire people that think they're deer.
We're going back to Mama Max here, ladies and gentlemen. Accusations are evidence. So there's some allegations out there about DrDisRespect. Now, I don't know much about DrDisRespect. I know back in the day he was a really big deal. Huge deal. People forget how big DrDisRespect was to the platform of Twitch. Now, just to paint a picture for you how big this guy was. Okay, how ridiculously huge this guy was. How much money Twitch was willing to sink into DrDisRespect. This was the trailer that they had for DrDisRespect. Okay, for Twitch. In regards to Twitch. I believe Twitch paid for this.
We should be dropping you in a minute 15, sir, coming into the LZ.
A minute 13. Is that what you meant?
I mean, sure.
You act like I've never felt the descent of a military stealth spacecraft before.
I didn't mean to disrespect you, sir.
You think I'm a small baby?
What?
You're a small baby.
You got the heart of a powerful warrior, young man.
I agree.
Where'd you serve?
Serve? Listen, old man. I play video games.
Yeah, he plays video games. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
What are we giggling about, gentlemen? I just don't play games to play games. I dominate.
Dude, this is insane for a Twitch streamer.
Years ago, I started my hotshot gaming career in a small room with an old 1800s antique desk my mom gave me and a $300 Hewlett-Packard computer. Everyone has a dream, a purpose in life. I'm at the tippity top of the mountain, and I'm only halfway up. I'm in peak condition, and I'm not even in
the drama
shape.
people. We got to bring the drama people
Someday
back.
that every man must decide. Hit that start streaming button.
That's what we're doing here, dude. This is my inspiration. We hit the start streaming button. This guy's my inspiration.
Is that I can fly without space.
Look at this. This is insane. This is a trailer for a fucking live streamer, dude. Twitch, dude, there it was. This is how big this man was to the platform. Twitch. This was a Twitch commercial. DrDisRespect. That is how big DrDisRespect was and how important he was deemed to be by the platform of Twitch, which made it a surprise to many when he was banned for reasons that have forever been unknown. Not so long after this commercial came out, actually, or trailer, he was banned from Twitch. And for years, people have speculated. There's been rumors behind the scenes, nothing concrete until recently. And to be honest with you, not looked into it much, but I was flipping through, I was flip-flopping through, and I found that the GOAT, the Jesus Christ of YouTube himself, has already commentated on the issue. So I think it's best if we hear it from the master himself. Moistcritical, ladies and gentlemen. Moistcritical.
Alright guys, so what we're going to do here today is there's some stinky, silly, sloppy, no good allegations going on with DrDisRespect. So I think it'd be great to hear what Charlie Moistcritical has to say about the situation. So yeah, that's it. Let's check it out. Let's check it out, guys. It's like 8 minutes. Everyone else's video was like really long. I just need the cliff notes. Enough to form my own opinion. Okay?
There are some questions we may never know the answer to. What happens when we die? What came before the Big Bang? Why am I so short? Why did DrDisRespect get banned from Twitch at the height of his popularity in 2020? DrDisRespect was the face of Twitch, one of the largest streamers on the platform, and one of the largest streamers.
This is a 4-year. In 4 years, no one's come out with anything concrete, which is amazing. People do not keep secrets well. What I heard from someone on the inside was that there were allegations brought up that made Twitch freak out and ban DrDisRespect. Then later on, the allegations were proven to be bullshit, and then there was this understanding where DrDisRespect had resentment towards Twitch, where he was like, "Listen, let's just drop this," and Twitch was like, "Okay, no one ever talks about it ever again." That's what I was told. But again, nothing concrete. Well, let's hear the new information. 4 years later, let's hear the new info.
Streamers just in general in the world, and out of nowhere in 2020, he received a permanent ban with no elaboration from Twitch's side.
Dave Jones, a Cheeto, follows me on Twitter. I'm a big deal. Back off.
Nor his. Though he has been somewhat vocal about suing Twitch as a result of getting banned, but he's never explained what the ban was for in the first place. So it's always just been this mystery that's plagued the minds of scholars for the last 4 years. A mystery on par with Area 51. And now, last night...
Do you think that Charlie is more animated than he used to be? I think he is. I think he got sick of the... Alright guys, what's going on? It's Moistcritical, and we're going to talk about some stinky allegations about DrDisRespect today. I think he got sick of it. He appears much more animated as of recently.
There was a new development in this situation. Now, I want to be very clear, these are still allegations here, but a former Twitch employee on a random Friday night just came out and dropped a fucking bombshell claiming that DrDisRespect got banned because he was caught sexting a minor using the Twitch Whisper system and trying to meet—
Who is this Cody Connors? Did I miss the part where, like, this guy actually has any weight at all? He's not just some no-name making allegations? Like, is this a credible source?
Friday night just came out and dropped a fucking—
Who was he?
Twitch employee on a random Friday night just came out and dropped a fucking bombshell claiming that DrDisRespect got banned because he was caught sexting a minor using the Twitch Whisper system and trying to meet up with them at TwitchCon. An extremely surprising statement that jump-scared the entire streaming community. Like, first of all, I didn't even know people used the Twitch Whisper system. That, in and of itself, was a shock. Twitch Whispers is more archaic than AIM and more useless than flavored toilet paper. It hardly functions. It's a joke of a messaging service. But anyway, these are obviously massive allegations against DrDisRespect. Now, they didn't provide any evidence or proof of the claims. However, a lot of—
Yeah, I need evidence, dude. That's my thing. I see, like, little bits and tidbits on Twitter, but I'm like, what makes these allegations so credible? And also, if this was serious and he was, like, talking to minors, then why did it take anybody of authority 4 years to warn the public about this? This guy has been allowed to be completely active on YouTube for 4 years, and supposedly we have behind the scenes information that he was sexting with minors on Twitch's messaging service. I really hope there's more to it, because that's ridiculous if it is true.
Other parties, like journalists, came forward saying that they had heard similar things from Twitch employees, like their trusted sources had told them similar stories about the reason behind DrDisRespect's ban. But again, no evidence has been provided publicly for all of this. Right now, it's just a lot of people saying, like, this is what we heard too. DrDisRespect did reply to a tweet.
Alright, I don't know why I just let him read it. Fuck it, I'll read it. Jake, seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract. I gotta think there is more to it. And if there's not more to it, then I want a lot of people fucking asses on a plate, because this guy is then, at this point, if this is true, he is a danger to children. He's being allowed to operate freely on YouTube. I mean, there's got to be more to this. This does not add up.
talking about it a little bit, saying, Jake, seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract. The vast majority of people were pretty unsatisfied
I need
with that
receipts.
response
I need
from
receipts.
the doc because it's a bunch of hooey, like mumbo-jumbo legal
Exactly.
lawyer speak that doesn't actually say anything. Like, instead of saying he didn't do what the claim...
Wait, no, is he actually going back on Doctor here? He is.
Anything? Like, instead of saying...
What do you... What?
It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No acknowledged, and they paid the contract. The vast majority of people were pretty unsatisfied with that response from the doc because it's a bunch of hooey, like...
What do you mean it's a bunch of hooey, Charlie? What's hooey about this? The dude just got accused of being a freaking pedophile. And his response is, Jake, seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract. What about this is hooey? There could be NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, signed by both parties. And then you have some random Twitch employee. I don't know the Twitch employee. Maybe he is much more credible than I am led to believe. But if both sides signed a bunch of fucking NDAs, DrDisRespect is a public figure. Some rando Twitch fucking employee comes out of the woodwork stating that the dude's a goddamn pedophile. This guy's not sure what he's allowed to say, what he's not allowed to say. I mean, this seems like a little bit corporate, but it might have to be for legal reasons. I mean, what did you want him to say? I don't understand what more context could have been provided by DrDisRespect. What is he supposed to say? Actually, here is all of my DMs from Twitch. What more could have been provided is what I want to know. I haven't seen any receipts yet. There's no evidence being provided to support that this guy's a pedophile, and that's not being used against the accusers. But him not providing evidence to this, what could be completely out of left field accusation, the lack of evidence on his side is being used against him. What do you mean, hooey? Continue, Charlie.
And they paid out the whole contract. The vast majority of people were pretty unsatisfied with that response from the doc because it's a bunch of hooey, like mumbo-jumbo legal lawyer speak that doesn't actually say anything. Like, instead of saying he didn't do what the claims are, like he didn't sext a minor, he said no wrongdoing was acknowledged. Not that...
Okay. Yeah, but it would be, I don't know, it would be wrong to sext a minor. That's what he's being accused of, and he's saying there was no wrongdoing acknowledged. So it could have been that he was accused of something that he didn't do. That's the story that I got. I was told that DrDisRespect was accused of something. They reacted to the accusations. They banned him. And then after the ban, it was proven that it was all bullshit. And then they both parties just kind of agreed to part ways after that because there was resentment on both sides at that point. So if that story that I got is true, then that message still would, that everything still makes sense. But I do see Charlie's side here where it's like, well, you didn't specifically say I did not sext a minor. But maybe he doesn't want to say something like that on his public Twitter as well. I mean, we're talking a public figure here. We're talking ads. We're talking sponsorships. I mean, you're being picky with your words just for legal reasons and to not garnish opportunities in the future with different brands and whatnot. So I don't know. I'm not pointing fingers either way, but I haven't seen anything from either side that would make me think anything at this point.
No wrongdoing happened. And then mentions that Twitch paid out the whole contract. Which I think the reason he threw that in there is to try and illustrate that Twitch ended up settling with him and pay.
Yeah, because why would Twitch, if they had evidence that the man was a pedophile, reaching out to minors on their platform, and he was guilty of it, and they had the evidence that he was guilty of it, why would they pay him out? I mean, I'm just saying, this isn't like, his response is not this fucking crazy. It's not that fucking insane. That's all I'm saying.
Paid out his whole contract, which must mean that he was in the right legally, I think is what he's getting at, but it's so obtuse and still doesn't shut down the claim that has been made against him. So most people were left scratching their head wondering, well, is it true or not? So about an hour ago, he did make a...
But he could have been accused of that and not have done it. And then that would make his response of no wrongdoing was acknowledged on either side. We can't see this correctly, so I'm going to change my screen to the iDubbbz caused racism cam. Listen, I shouldn't be reading. Fuck it, I'll read it. Listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations. There you have it right there. Legal obligations. NDAs being signed. Not allowed to talk about specifics. Okay? Wanting to say, like, hey, I didn't do this, but not being sure how you're allowed to say it. Okay? Listen, I've obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can say since this is the fucking internet. NDAs are nuts. I've talked about NDAs before because there's something that I am a victim of. The agreement could have been like, listen, you're not going to come out with the bullshit accusations that made you ban me, and I'm not going to come out with the fact that you accepted bullshit accusations. That right there could be the NDA. That could be why he's being vague. That would literally explain all of it. We don't know, but why are we like, this is kind of fishy that he's being so obtuse? There is no evidence that I've seen against this man. Maybe we'll get to it. But these are just accusations. I don't see any receipts. And I see people, and we'll get into it later, I see people that are immediately accepting this to be absolute fact right out the rip. And we have no fucking receipts from any side here. These are just accusations versus not-ahs, okay? I don't see it. Settlement with, I just need to say what I can say since it's the fucking internet. I didn't do anything wrong. Okay, that to me is like, it's pretty wrong to be a pedophile, right? It's pretty wrong to go after minors, right? I didn't do anything wrong. He didn't specifically say, I am not a pedophile, and on June 16th, 2015, I did not do this thing that you're accusing me of on, like what? Like what more? What more? All this has been probed and settled. So this is... All this has been probed and settled, as if this has been gone over by legal teams. This has been gone over. Nothing has happened, okay? We're under legal obligations not to say certain things, but I assure you this has been probed and settled, and nothing illegal. Nothing illegal. No wrongdoing was found, and I was paid. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Where's the part where it's like, this is kind of fishy. He's being too obtuse. Where is it? Where is it? I haven't seen one receipt to support the allegations. Not a single fucking one.
Follow-up tweet here saying, listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can since this is the fucking internet. I didn't do anything wrong. No wrongdoing was found, and I really provides a little more clarity with this statement. However, Elden Ring Monday.
There we go.
He definitely provides a little more clarity with this statement. However, I have to wonder what legal obligations have got him like fucking strangled like home.
That is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. This man has never read an NDA before. Dude, again, the nature of a non-disclosure agreement makes me feel like I shouldn't be discussing mine on camera, okay? But let me tell you, there's some dumbass fucking shit that can be put into an NDA. Anybody that's ever had to deal with them, like for work, or like they are in that line of work where they regularly have to sign them, I mean, like, that's the other thing. I don't believe NDAs can support certain things, like if you did something illegal. So like if he did something illegal, then if Twitch was like under an NDA, they would like, I don't see how this makes any sense. I'm overthinking it. I've seen weird NDAs. I've seen nutty fucking NDAs, okay? And this guy got a settlement. He probably had to sign an NDA with the settlement. That literally explains and he literally said as much. He said he is under legal obligation with the settlement. What is the issue? Are we just trying to make something out of nothing here? Let me
I was paid. Elden Ring Monday. He definitely provides a little more clarity with this statement. However, I have to wonder what legal obligations have got him like fucking strangled like Homer Simpson around Bart Simpson's neck that are preventing him from just saying he didn't sext a minor if he didn't. He's still kind of talking around it, saying it's been probed and settled.
Sorry. You heard him though.
Nothing illegal, no wrongdoing was found, he was paid. Instead of just like outright coming out with a fucking iron fist saying, this is baloney, this is a load of horseradish, absolute fish paste, that's not true.
What? I didn't do anything wrong. Nothing illegal. No wrongdoing was found. This has been probed and settled. Am I missing something? What am I missing? What am I missing here? and he listen. I'm obviously tied legal obligations from settlement. Like he's not trying to. To me, this is him saying that he's not a freaking pedo. Am I insane? Sorry, iDubbbz caused racism. Cam. Am I like an idiot? Is it not illegal to message minors? Is that not illegal? Is it not illegal to sex minors? Nothing illegal. This was probed. Why would Twitch let DrDisRespect go off to YouTube? Why would YouTube let DrDisRespect on the platform for so long? Why is there a whole business entity, a whole community of people that know that DrDisRespect was out there sexting minors, and we've allowed him to operate on the internet for 4 years, if this is true? I fucking damn well hope it's bullshit. I want a lot of asses on a lot of platters if this is like at all reason, like if there's anything to this at all.
More clarity with
other than there was an allegation that was bullshit, which is the fucking story I got. There was an allegation that was bullshit. Twitch realized it was bullshit. DrDisRespect said, okay, yeah, fuck you. You know you were wrong. You know you banned me for false bullshit. Let's settle. That was the story I got, which this all lines up with that.
With this statement, however, I have to wonder what legal obligations have got him like fucking strangled like Homer Simpson around Bart Simpson's neck that are preventing him from just saying he didn't sext a minor if he didn't. He's still kind of talking around it, saying it's been probed and settled, nothing illegal, no wrongdoing was found, he was paid, instead of just like outright coming out with a fucking iron fist saying, this is baloney, this is a load of horse radish.
I won't go back again, but I don't know, maybe I'm not interpreting exactly what he said, but like, yeah, he said I didn't do anything wrong. This was baloney. Is that what he was supposed to say? He was supposed to say, this is a load of baloney. That is my official statement. That would have absolved him.
Absolute fish paste. That's not true. Whatever this legal settlement with Twitch was in the Thunderdome here, it's prevented him from being able to talk directly about this claim, it seems, which is so fucking odd. Now, I think it's important I mention just how uncommon it is for Twitch to permanently ban a streamer of any size. Period. That's more rare than a total solar eclipse. It just doesn't happen often at all. There was a streamer who went live and she goatsied herself directly at the camera on Twitch, only got a 72-hour ban. A year or two ago, there was a streamer who had full-blown sex on stream and she only got a 72-hour ban. There's so
No, dude, weird shit happens on Twitch all the time, bro. Freaking Pyrocynical went through a whole thing where he like wasn't allowed to be partner on Twitch, and he got partner by going through like like this other entity, and then he got knocked back out of the partner program. You had Sneeko that I just went over his bullshit. I can't really find an exact reason why the fuck Sneeko got banned from Twitch either. Well, anything for views got banned off Twitch, and I don't remember that being too legible, like good either. I think it was just because he was like in his underwear, as a man, of course, in his underwear. And then you had a deer person that was like on the board of Twitch as well at one point. I went over all that in my Sneeko video. The common consensus is that Twitch has a bias like that, like is towards girls, which isn't necessarily, I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing. But that's the common consensus, the common accusation that Twitch like values women when it comes to like these decisions of like how to ban people and how bans are tossed out. But I mean, Sneeko, I don't like Sneeko, but I don't really see why he was banned in comparison to other people and shit like that. I'm trying to think of another example of a streamer. As I know there's streamers that are just banned from Twitch, and a lot of them are genuinely just like, oh yeah, duh, you did this, but I'm not really following him here, unfortunately.
So many streamers that also have like 10 or even 12 bans to their name and still get to stream on Twitch without issue. So a permaban doesn't happen often, and it's
to be fair to me though, Sneeko just got unbanned on Twitch after a year.
Certainly doesn't happen.
I mean, to be fair to Charlie,
often to the biggest streamer on their platform, and DrDisRespect was
that is a good point.
Big contract with Twitch at the time of his ban. So for them to permanently ban him...
Okay, I don't get it, but his whole point here is he was a huge streamer and he got permanently banned. That's very odd, and to his credit, the more I think about it, it's not unheard of, but it is odd. But again, the story that I got was that there was an agreement on both sides, right? Like there was an accusation, they banned him for the accusation, turned out to be bullshit, and then he he settled with them that neither of them would talk about it, which obviously, like, you know, the guy I heard that from might have, you know, you don't know. None of that's substantiated, which is why you never had me make a video about it, because I have no fucking evidence to back up what some fucking dude told me. Just like no one has the evidence to back up what this some Twitch employee said on Twitter the other day. I don't get it. I'm not understanding. I'm not following this.
Him at the height of his popularity, while he was the face of their platform, with a big contract from them, it had to be something big. And the theory I subscribe to, and the most commonly accepted theory for why he was banned, was that it must have been some kind of big contract dispute. This time period was a wacky one, quite quirky for sure. It's when Mixer was still around, God rest its soul. It went out with a sad, pathetic whimper, a little wet fart into the wind, but at the time, it was a juggernaut, and it was scaring Twitch. It had recently bought Ninja off of Twitch to Mixer. It bought Shroud. And there was a little bit of a panic from Twitch, who then started issuing massive contracts to streamers on their platform to keep them there and away from Mixer. So the idea was that maybe DrDisRespect was talking with Mixer about a huge contract buyout, and it pissed Twitch off, so they banned him and wiped their ass with that contract, which led to DrDisRespect suing them for it, but Twitch in the settlement made sure that he kept his mouth shut about it. That was the main theory most people believed, again, myself included, and now this has come out. And again, there's no evidence to support the claims, but with a handful of other people coming forward saying they heard a similar reason behind his ban, it's got a lot of people believing that it must be accurate. Now, if it is true, it does also make Twitch look pretty bad here, in my opinion, because this is a situation that deals with child safety on their platform, and if the face of their platform was sexting a minor through their Whispers service, I think Twitch has a responsibility to explain what they're going to do going forward to ensure that kind of shit doesn't happen again.
Well, and also make it public so that he's not allowed to just run off to fucking YouTube and do the same shit. Like, again, like, if this is fucking true, then, like, there's a lot of asses I want to see on platters. Because this is bad. At this point, this is a fucking child. At this point, if this is all true, if this is the story, if this turns out there's evidence that comes forward that, like, okay, this is definitely what happened, that means that Twitch and all these fucking people that worked for Twitch behind the scenes, this guy that dropped the news probably, they all sat on the information that there was a popular live streamer operating on YouTube for 4 years that was a confirmed pedophile. That's insane. It's not impossible, but it's insane. And then all these people that are going to sit here and act like they fucking knew, well, then they need consequences as well. Because this is fucking ridiculous. I'm not sold. I'm not sold at all. I'm not sold at all. But, like, that is, if this is true, that is, like, the major issue I have with it.
So I guess there could again be some real fucky nonsense in the legal proceedings that followed. I have no clue, really. But in the event that it is true, it still makes it seem like Twitch was covering up for the face of their platform being a predator. And that's not a good look for Twitch. So I guess it's also possible that Twitch wanted to bury this as well, to not take some kind of reputational hit in the public eye. Especially, I guess, during 2020 when Mixer was around. So I guess that's possible. I do, however, think now that this allegation has come out, whether it's true or false, I think this is going to be the start of the information around the ban coming forward, either from Twitch or DrDisRespect here, because this is such a massive allegation.
Well, yeah, and if this is a Twitch employee, now it's like, you know that DrDisRespect's got his lawyers going, and they're going back and forth, trying to figure out what they're allowed to say, what they're not allowed to say. But at this point, I don't see any receipts being thrown around that are making me think like, oh yeah, DrDisRespect did it. These allegations are 100% true. Why would Twitch cover it up? They know it will get out eventually. That's what I'm saying. This story doesn't make sense. I don't know why. And there's people that are running with it, and I'm going to get into that soon. But this shit doesn't even, I don't even watch DrDisRespect. I don't really give a shit. I'm just saying, this does not add up. This does not make sense to me. And I think that the responses that we've gotten from DrDisRespect so far have been very reasonable. They haven't been completely out of like left field. They don't they're not obtuse. NDAs can get fucking nutty. You don't know what the legal agreement was. You don't know. So for him to start with saying like, listen, I'm under legal obligation for my settlement, that I'm not allowed to discuss certain things, and then for him to be kind of vague while also conveying that he didn't do anything wrong, I think that's a completely reasonable thing to say. I don't think that's like weird. Like I should be looking at Dr. Disrespect in an odd way for how he responded. And if something comes out, then something comes out, and if he's guilty, then he's guilty. But as of right now, I don't see how you can fucking try to frame it that way.
So someone's going to come forward to set the record straight one way or the other is what I think will probably happen here, but I could be totally wrong. It could be another 4 fucking years before there's even a peep about the Dr. Disrespect Twitch ban mystery. But something I've seen a lot of other people talking about is they're surprised that Twitch was reading whispers in the first place. I don't think anyone should...
You're surprised that Twitch was reading the... Where are we go? You're like, it's like a privacy issue? You think it's like people are actually mad at the platform for reading whispers? That's so allegedly Dr. Disrespect is a freaking pedophile, and he was messaging minors on Twitch, and they caught him by looking allegedly, that's what happened. And there are people whose first response is, well, why are they looking at the messages anyway? Like, dude, all right. The right to privacy debate is going on over here. This is is there a live streamer, a popular live streaming pedophile? Okay, that's the conversation we're having right now. We can have the right to a privacy conversation later. This is not the conversation we're having right now.
Be caught off guard by that. In the current day and age, everything you send through any service can easily be accessed by that service and is
most of the services have that in their terms of service. Like, it's not like it's a super secret that's kept from you. You can just easily not use that service. Text messages, I believe, are protected under like freedom, there's like a freedom of information. I don't know. I know that in like you can have like the police look through your text messages, like that can be like that information can be acquired. But like I don't believe AT&T for shits and giggles can just go through your fucking messages.
Likely being accessed by that service. All of your data is constantly being harvested and sold. Like, I thought everyone knew that by this point. So in this case, Twitch having access to the whispers and reading them and then taking action from them isn't like an unheard of concept at all. It's just a matter of that's the reality of what happened, if this is a true claim or not. But anyway, just kind of wanted to go over where everything's at right
now. Dave Jones, if doctors did what he if Doctor did what he would have did it again, where's the victims? Yeah. No, okay, I misread you the first time. Yeah, exactly. If he did what he did, where are the victims? Well, that's the thing. He's been operating for 4 years on YouTube now. And most of these guys that do that type of thing, they reoffend, right? So they're like, and then the worst part is they're just letting him roll. They're just letting him roll. That makes no fucking sense to me at all. That Twitch is a platform, all these people, not one person would come forward when there's this popular live streamer and he's like a confirmed freaking pedophile. That makes me believe that he's not. That makes me believe that maybe there were allegations that were acted on too quickly. That seems like a much more likely reasoning to the banning and why it went down the way it did. But I see no receipts that are making me think, oh yeah, I don't know, he's a pedophile, he did it. I don't see I don't see how you can come to that conclusion. Yep, they do it over and over. And they're like, I don't know, again, like, and me, like, I did hear, I don't want to get too specific, but like someone that seemed like they had a reputable connection said what I said, where it was like there were accusations and then they were bullshit, and then, you know, Twitch was like, well, you know, we fucked up and we banned you for these bullshit accusations, and Dr. Disrespect was like, oh yeah, you did. So then that's why they like broke up. You know, that's why it ended the way it did. And this all, the way he's responding to what's being said makes sense in that scenario. But of course, like, my information's a nobody too. You know, you never know.
Right now, it's kind of just a complete mess. So I guess we'll see
4 years
as
clean.
The story develops. That's really about it. So yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like that. I think he was too hard on Dr. Disrespect. I think it's crazy that just some Twitch employee, and I'm saying some Twitch employee, I'm going to find out that he's like the CEO's son and he knows everything there's ever been to know about Twitch. I'm going to find out he's like crazily important, influential person. That wasn't made clear in this video. He just said a Twitch employee. He even said random Twitch employee. But it's crazy to me that a random Twitch employee, as Moistcritical put it in the video that I just watched, comes forward with a serious accusation accusing Dr. Disrespect of being a pedophile. And it turns into an actual legitimate discussion with no fucking receipts. The discussion that's going to come around that allegation alone is going to be extremely damaging to his reputation. And if receipts do come out that show that he never did anything wrong, or there were allegations that were later proven to be complete bullshit, then like all these people that are like not even giving, like they're just like, it's fishy, like him. He's like, it's obtuse, it's fishy. That's like, you don't know. Nobody knows. We have one allegation from one Twitch employee. And if you know more than that and you're not coming forward with it, then you're fucking, then you're a problem too. Because in that point, you know that he's on YouTube, you know that he's still successful, and you know he's a fucking pedophile, and you're not coming out about it. You're a fucking problem as well. Okay? So there are people that, despite the information that's been presented so far, they've decided to jump on the bandwagon and damn this man. And I waited till after we watched the Moistcritical video here to talk about this, because I didn't know what was going to come out. I didn't know if we were going to see concrete evidence towards it, a little bit, something a little bit more cement. Looking through the comments right now, the Moistcritical. Yeah, allegations in the absence, like even his own comments. This guy right here, allegations in the absence of evidence should be met with severe skepticism. I agree 100%. But others disagree. But before we get into that, let's talk about this funny fucking bullshit I found on Twitter. So, dude, look at this. MMA fighter proposed to his girlfriend after a loss and got rejected in front of 20,000 fans, dude. Could you fucking imagine? This man just lost it all in the ring. He probably thought he was going to win. He probably planned this ahead of time with the event organizers. He was going to propose to his girlfriend. Unfortunately, he lost his fight, got his shit kicked in, and then he went and proposed to his girlfriend, and she said no. Look at this. Dude, I couldn't. I don't speak that language, but I know that she just said no, dude. Holy shit! Dude, what a fucking oof! That sucks. That sucks. I gotta be careful on Twitter. Weird things happen on Twitter. Why would you propose after a loss? Excellent point. Excellent point. FYI, she said, after all what happened between us, I don't think it's a good idea, so I'm saying no. Okay. I'm treading slowly. You know, there's some girl that's posting her ass in these comments. 2 L's back to back has to be a crime. But I do think that's a good point. You want this to be like a special moment, right? The moment you proposed to your wife, and it's going to be met with getting your fucking ass kicked. Like, I don't know, man. Should have probably just reeled it in, but funny, and we love that. We like when things are. We like to laugh. We like to laugh around here.
We need to build a wall.
So, yeah. So anyway, back to the Dr. Disrespect shit. So there are people that are taking all the allegations without any receipts, without any proof, without anything to support anything. Okay, just one Twitter rep saying one thing with no receipts. Okay. After everything we went over, with the knowledge that we've acquired, they have taken that knowledge as well. And they have come to the determination that Dr. Disrespect is 100% guilty and always has been. The first person to come to this conclusion was favorite of the channel, Anisa Jomha. Everyone, Anisa Jomha. Well-known, well, self-admittedly brain-damaged person. She's got all the connections. She's got everything going on. So a couple tweets here. First tweet I believe she made. Yeah, here we go. First tweet I believe she made here was, "They all knew, by the way." Yeah, that's a problem then, Anisa. How'd you know they all knew? Where were you at? Huh, Anisa? You knew something about Dr. Disrespect being a pedophile? You knew about that world famous popular Twitch streamer risen up little kids? You knew that they knew? Well, then you knew. So who's the bad guy here? All right, like MeJoeShmoe Hall of Farmer Anisa Jomha. Yeah, dude, you could probably make an Anisa Jomha video like every week. She's not as bad as like Tipster, but she just like, "They all knew, by the way." Well, that implies that you know, and like you're criticizing them because they knew and they didn't say anything, right? Which is fucking bad. I already said that enough. But then by you saying this, you're implying that you knew, and then you're in that same group of people that you're criticizing. Genius. I'm telling you guys watching. Oh yeah, she's also mad about Nick Merckx because he hates trans people or something. I'm not being discrediting to that. I don't know anything about it, so whatever. I'm not going to comment for either way. I don't even really know who Nick Merckx is. I'm telling you guys, watching Nick Merckx rant about pronouns reminds me so much of someone with the early onset Alzheimer's. Okay, what? Okay, pulling things out. Okay. That has nothing to do with it. Sorry, the autocorrect mistake. Okay, here it is. It's insane that anytime I see a creator attempting to defend Dr. Disrespect, Dr. PDF, she's literally calling this man a pedophile. She's literally calling him a pedophile based on the accusations that we have digested here tonight. No more, no less. If more, then where were you, Anisa? Where were you? Where were you? Letting the guy run around, still being successful on YouTube, cultivating an audience, is supposedly a known pedophile within the industry. Where were you? Okay, it's insane that anytime I see a creator attempting to defend Dr. PDF with the "we can't believe accusations," we shouldn't just believe accusations. Are you fucking kidding me? We've been through this. You can't just come out of the fucking woodwork and accuse someone of something, and you shouldn't expect to be taken seriously. Okay? I'm sorry. Is that wrong of me to say that I'm not just going to have someone come up to me and say some shit about someone and 100% believe it out the fucking gate unless I see some evidence? Why is that insane? This is Mama Max. We're going back to Mama Max here, ladies and gentlemen. Accusations are evidence. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? She continues. Line, there's a comment right below it about how kids over a certain age, wait, what the fuck? Wait, she corrects herself here, but all right. She self-admittedly does have brain damage. Let's read it again. It's insane that anytime I see a creator attempting to defend Dr. PDF with the "we can't believe accusations" line, there's a comment right below it about how kids over a certain age know what they're doing. Some of you need a wake-up call. Is that true? Where is she going with this? I feel like, where is she trying to go with this? So, to be fair, I'm the brain damaged one. I'm the one who didn't read it right at first. I'm still not fully comprehending. I don't want to take her. Okay, so "we can't believe accusations." There's a line right below it about how kids over a certain age know what they're doing. Are you suggesting that anyone I don't want to say this, but is she suggesting here that anyone that's not just willing to accept these accusations, the one accusation without any evidence, the one accusation, anyone who's willing to accept the one accusation without any evidence is also a pedophile? Is that what she's trying to say here? Because if that is what she's trying to say, then I would say that she's probably not lying about having severe brain damage. At that point, I'd have to say that there is truth to that story, and she probably should not step in a boxing ring. I'm not sure. I might be misreading it. I'm not the smartest guy in the world either. But that is stupid. That's very silly. Does she say anything else? Streaming and playing. Okay, she's streaming right now. Maybe we should pop into the stream. And then we have her boxing. Yeah, so that was insane. That was stupid. That was ridiculous. And I'm just saying, like, we just went over the Moistcritical video. I think his response has been reasonable. We have one accusation from what Moistcritical described as a nobody employee of Twitch, just some Twitch employee is how he was described to me. We have one accusation from some Twitch employee, and we have Anisa Jomha straight up like, yup, that's it. He's a pedophile. Not to mention the comment of, they all knew, by the way. If you know that they all knew, then where were you, Anisa? Where were you? What's crack-a-lack? What's up, Captain Ravioli? So now we move on to the next person I found to be very interesting in regards to taking this one allegation from some Twitch employee, as it was described to me, as absolute fact. Okay? Another fan, another huge fan. I'm a fan of this person, Casey Tron. Oh, former Twitch employee. So it's not even a Twitch employee. Cody Connors, the one person that made this one allegation towards DrDisRespect with no evidence. He's not even a Twitch employee. He's a former Twitch employee. More information. Might as well read the Jake Lucky tweet. A former Twitch employee has come forward and stated that alleged reason for DrDisRespect's permanent Twitch ban being for sexting a minor in previous Twitch Whisper products. So at this point, the one allegation with no evidence that came out from Cody Connors, okay, who has been described to me now as some person who used to work at Twitch, is being taken by absolute fact by Anisa Jomha and Casey Tron. And if you see any problem with that, you are a pedophile. Insane. All the people asking for evidence. Why would you ask for evidence? Mama Max, everybody. We're back to Mama Max. We love it. Mama Max here, everyone. Casey Max. Casey Max. Mama Max here, everyone. Allegations are evidence, everyone. Do we not remember Mama Max? Anyway, all the people asking for evidence. Why would you ask for evidence? Just believe this former Twitch employee. Just believe it. Why would you not just believe it? Don't you know how to believe? All the people asking for evidence are coping so hard. I'm coping, everyone, because I am of that camp. Okay? I need evidence. Could have happened, could have not happened. I don't see the evidence. I don't have receipts. If you think Twitch banned one of their top streamers for no reason with evidence of his wrongdoings, you're a moron. Am I also a moron for thinking that it would be ridiculous for Twitch to fire one of their top streamers when they had evidence of him being a pedophile and then keeping an industry secret and allowing him to continue his career on YouTube? Is that also insane, Casey Tron? Okay, so I'm a moron. Leave it to the gamer bros always yapping about protecting the children to defend a pedophile. I cannot believe all the defense running from other disgusting men actually can. The hypocrisy of it all is truly remarkable. Holy fuck, I hate incel-infested industry so fucking much. All this criticism, ladies and gentlemen, coming from the fact that there are people like me, MeJoeShmoe, that are not willing to accept all of these allegations 100% as fact without receiving any fucking evidence. Not to mention now, this person, the one person to come out with allegations, has been described to me as, by Moistcritical, Casey Tron, been described as some former employee at Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, this man was cleaning the toilets at Twitch and sat on the DrDisRespect allegations for 4 years. That is the story that we are supposed to believe and not question. And if we dare question it, then it would have to be assumed that those that would question it would be pedophiles. Insane. And if it turns out to be true and evidence comes to the table, then I want to know how Anisa Jomha knew that everyone knew. And I want to know why all these people in the industry that knew that there was a pedophile running around in the live streaming community operating on YouTube, no one said anything. That was deemed to be completely appropriate. I want to know why a multi-million-dollar platform had evidence that their top streamer was sexting minors. A confirmed pedophile, dangerous, active pedophile, was let go with no explanation to the public and was allowed to operate on a competitor for 4 years. I want to know this information. Am I wrong for wanting to know this? Crazy. Insane. All right. Moving on. I guess I'm fucking nuts. I just want to see evidence. Never said he did it, never said he didn't do it. I said if he did it, that would be insane. Giving all the context, that would be insane. I see no evidence that he did it. And before I'm willing to come out here, ooh, sorry, hit the mic. Before I'm willing to come out here with my incredibly large audience of 4 concurrent viewers, I could do a lot of damage with my takes. You understand this? Cheeto follows me on Twitter. Okay? I'm a pretty influential guy. Before I come out with a take, before I come out and even ponder on these allegations, I want to see evidence, because I'm not even going to accept some allegation from some former Twitch employee without vetting it to some degree. And if I can't find anything when I vet it, then it's best not to fucking talk about it, because when it comes out, if it comes out, he could be guilty. But if it comes out that this was all bullshit, a lot of these fucking people are going to look like idiots. All right? Morons. All right. Let me change the name of the title. Let me change the name of the stream and we'll move on. Who's this a Cheeto person? He's my dad. He's my father. I'm older than him, but it's complicating. It's complicating. Question for my audience of 2 people now. How do you change your title? I'm Alex has lost over 30,000 subscribers from his 2 YouTube channels in the past 24 hours after threatening to beat his girlfriend's head in with a brick while calling her slurs and a quote-unquote retard.
I'm gonna bash your head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut up.
Now this guy has proven to be quite the sniveling ghoul, but when I remember this guy's whole deal is slinging around false pedo accusations, false abuse accusations, just really misinformation in general.